that was kind of like the only negative thing I remember about that was, in a way, it was kind of like going back to school because at one point it sort of became cliques of people, like the cool kids and the maybe not so cool kids, or maybe you're cool this week and not so cool today. It was a little bit of that at some point as it went on and on. But more than that, it was kind of like music camp. It was mostly a lot of fun. And it was great to be in Africa with, with Bruce and Clarence. And I was working with Peter Gabriel at the time, but, Sting was there, and it was mostly an awesome time. I remember on one of our days off, Clarence and I took off together. We went to some sculpture parks together. We were like looking for some art and stuff maybe to take home. We hung out and we went to one of those things where you got to be in a Jeep and there's like lions and shit around with a gun. We did that. It was nice. We had some really nice moments. I remember walking around. See, the thing about what people don't realize about concert touring like that on the big scale, you're playing arenas and stuff. You're in Paris, you're playing the biggest place in Paris. You're in London, you're in the big. But when your time is free, when you have days off, or if you just have a rehearsal day and no show, or say you've got two shows in a row and then you're in town still for another day or whatever, you move on. All your free time is like a mini vacation. But you can have a mini vacation in Paris and London, wherever you are in the world. You just got to get your butt out of bed and sort yourself out and take advantage of where you are. So, and I remember walking around the streets we were in Zimbabwe, right? Just as before it went really totally south. 88 was already beginning to go funny, but it was the coolest thing in the world to come out of my hotel and I'm just walking in a neighborhood in Zimbabwe. It looked like, and it was fine. People didn't think it was strange because they didn't know me, whatever, but the energy of it, the sunlight in Africa is different, and it was I've been many times now with a few different artists to Africa, but it's just something about it. Of course, being an African American, being of African descent, there's a whole other thing to your psyche when you arrive in Africa, which is super interesting. But the place itself, the natural beauty of the place is just super special.
Yeah.
So I have good memories of that tour, a long way around your question. One last memory of that tour, I remember that at one point, every time we landed the plane, it would devolve into a pillow fight. Full-on pillow fight. And the pilot would come on and tell us, like, you guys got to sit down and buckle up your seats because we're landing the plane now. And, there'd be this announcement as well. It's like, we're going to land in like 10 minutes. Boom, it would start. And then it would like subside as we would sit down and don't kill ourselves.
Too bad there's that video of that floating around.
Yeah. This is before the days of like selfies and everything, Yeah.
Exactly.